女装姿がすごい美しかったんですけど、自分で見ていかがですか？
And when you look at yourself as Lily,
What do I I sort of see my mum. I look very much like my mother, and people kept going up to her and going, God, you know, your son looks just like, oh no, you look just like your son. And she was like, no, I think you'll find he looks just like me. So
主演のエディ・レッドメインさん、そしてトム・フーパー監督です。
トム・フーパー監督、先ほどお話ししていた「レ・ミゼラブル」の時に脚本をエディ・レッドメイさんに渡したと。読んでみてどう思ったのか教えてもらえますか？
When I read this script, Tom gave it to me in this brown paper envelope, and he said nothing about the film. He just said, read it, and I'd like to know what you think. And what I read was the most profound and unique love story, and a story about being yourself, a story about authenticity. And I came running out of the trailer and I said to Tom, can we do it? When can we do it? And he said, whoa, calm down. Okay, this film has already been in the works for 12 years, and it took us another 4 or 3 to get the film made. But I was just incredibly grateful for Tom for giving me the opportunity.
アカデミー賞、アリシャ・ビキャンデルさんが助演女優賞、興奮しましたよね、皆さんね。いや、本当におめでとうございます。私も感動しました。
We certainly partied quite hard that night, and we ended up at there's a famous party run by Guy Oseary, Madonna's manager, and Madonna. And on the way back from that party, she got a text to her personal mobile phone from the Prime Minister of Sweden congratulating her. But it makes it easier because it was embarrassing before, because we'd have to introduce Eddie Redmayne as the Academy Award winner, Eddie Redmayne, and then we'd have to say, and Alicia Vikander. And now we can say the Academy Award winning Eddie Redmayne and the Academy Award winning Alicia Vikander. Much more polite.
Oh gosh, do you know when I was so thrilled for her? When we first, I had been attached to this project for 3 or 4 years, and I'll never forget when Alicia came into audition, and we did the scene which you'll see in the film the morning after the ball, and I was sitting next to Tom, next to the camera, and we played the scene, and I was waiting for Tom to call cut, and it never happened, and I turned to look at him, and there were sort of tears in his eyes, and I was like, all right, so she got the job then. Alicia is absolutely formidable, and was an extraordinary person to share the screen with, and that night, I mean, she was just on cloud 9, and it was such a joy to witness. It was a really, really thrilling moment.
日本をどういうふうに改めてお感じになっているかとか、あとどこか行ったところがあったり、何か食べたお気に入りのプレイスですとか食べ物とかございますか？
We've been having the most wonderful time. My wife and I arrived from Los Angeles, and we woke up the first morning because of jet lag at about 4 or 5 in the morning. So we decided to go to Tsukiji Fish Market. And we arrived there at 5 in the morning, and we were told that no tourists were allowed. So we'd got up, and then we were told we weren't allowed to go. So instead, we were taken to the Meiji Shrine, and we went there at about 5:30, 6 in the morning, and it was misty, and it was raining, and it was so beautiful. And then we then went to Shibura. Is that right? Shibura, which we were told was the busiest place in the world, but because we were there at 5:45 in the morning, there was no one there. So we had, so that was the beginning of our experience, and we've had a wonderful time shopping, and it's been a real treat for us.